YouTube family, was popping with y'all, man. I appreciate you for clicking on this video and taking the time to hear another message that I got for you guys today. And for my first timers, it's your man Gloriful Skip. And here on this channel, we like to give an uplifting word, words of enlightenment, words of courage, words of strength, because we want to build you up and not tear you down. You feel me? So, man, come in, get settled. And I got a good message for you guys today, man. And as you can see from the title, or if you didn't read the title, you just clicked on the video, that's cool too. It's called, the message I got for you guys today is called Self-Sufficiency is Actually Spiritual Poverty in Disguise. And I know you're probably wondering, like, but what's spiritual poverty? What's self-sufficiency? But before I give you the answer to that, because here we got the answers, you feel me? We got the answers. And I also got the facts to show you that I got the answers, all right? So, but before I give you the answer, I just wanted to talk about this one scripture. And it's Micah 6:8, and we're reading from the NIV, New International Version, right? So it says, "He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." Say it one more time. "He has shown you, O mortal, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you? To act justly, and to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." So, as you guys may already know, it's many different people in this world, right? It's different people in this world, many different people. And there are some people who are just way too prideful, very stubborn, and very egotistical. There are also people, many people, who think just because they're rich or wealthy that they're not miserable. They think they're not poor. They think they're not naked. They think they're not vulnerable, and they don't believe that they are blind. But what I want to tell you guys today is your pride and self-sufficiency can make you think you're not in need of God's divine intervention. But in reality, in real life, you're wrong. If you believe you do not need God's divine intervention in your life for God to come through and give you a miracle and do something new and to renew your mind and to help transform you, you're wrong. Because a lot of times, yes, you can grow up going by what your parents always told you. But are you just only gonna go by what your parents told you, or are you gonna go by what God told you? Because yes, nothing wrong to the parents out there. Nothing. I mean, I'm not going against you, but I'm just saying that God is all knowing, all seeing. So why would I not listen to God? That's who I want to read. I want to listen to. That's who I want to believe in. I want to read His word, believe in His word, right? So that's what I was saying. It's some people out there that think just when you mention God, you're getting churchy. And it's getting into religion. I don't want to listen to him anymore. No, it's not about that. That's only, people act like that only because people don't want to hear the truth, and they rather have a veil covering their eyes so they can continue to pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That sounds familiar, right? It's a famous movie. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds. Of course, it's The Wizard of Oz. And I have an upcoming video where I'm actually going to be breaking down The Wizard of Oz, because it's a real deeper meaning, and not trying to be no conspiracy theorist and this, that, and the third, but it's something with that movie that I don't think people really actually got a chance to really understand or see from a different perspective, because people only get entertained by the plots and the things that happen in the movie. So at the end of the day, we'll just be on the lookout for that video. I'm gonna name that The Real World of The Wizard of Oz. Breaking that down. You get what I'm saying? So when I talk about spiritual poverty, I'm referring to a state of inner emptiness or a lack of spiritual fulfillment. It can manifest as a feeling of disconnectedness from one's faith or purpose or higher self. it is not necessarily a lack of material wealth, but rather a sense of spiritual deprivation. It's like you're being deprived spiritually. It's like you needing that overflowing of water. You need that spiritual water because your soul is thirsty. But you've been lacking yourself of that because you only love what everybody else might like. The nice cars, the nice clothes, the nice looking people, the expensive trips, the many friends, all of these things. So you're depriving yourself spiritually, and people like to hide behind those things, thinking that that's where they get their meaning from and that's where they get fulfillment from, until you realize that none of that stuff actually matters. None of the stuff actually matters. They are all illusions that people hide behind and get stuck behind. Hence why I refer to the man behind the curtain, because people like to hide behind things instead of actually taking a look behind that curtain and saying like, dang, so this is why I'm doing this. A lot of times people just don't wear the nice clothes because they just want to do it. They want to do it so they can show everybody, look, I got a lot going on. But that's where you go wrong. So back to what I was saying, like I said, it's not necessarily a lack of material wealth, but rather a sense of spiritual deprivation, where an individual may feel distant from God, the divine, or a meaningful relationship with others. So this concept is often explored in religious and philosophical contexts, emphasizing humility, the need for spiritual growth, and the recognition of one's dependence on a higher power of truth. So in Christian theology, for instance, blessed are the poor in spirit refers to those who acknowledge their need for God and often are open to receiving spiritual guidance and grace. Like I was saying earlier, a lot of times people think because they feel like they have it going on, they got it all going on, they got the clout, they got the riches, they have the wealth, they have the power, that people think that they can hide behind those things and that's just going to give them the ultimate fulfillment. But till you realize, and eventually one day you come to realize, dang, these things don't mean as much as I thought that they did, because I might have the money, I might have the friends, I might have the clout, I might have the fame, I might be taking the most expensive, luxurious trips. I'm doing all of these things, but still I feel low inside. Why is that? And why is that? Why do you still feel low inside? Because you've been living self-sufficiently and you have not been giving that energy or giving yourself to the one that can fulfill you the most. The one that can fulfill you the most. And who is that? God. You get what I'm saying? So don't allow the veil to be pulled over your eyes. Don't hide behind the illusions. A lot of times people can hide behind the illusions of, like I said, that they have it going on and that, they might be on a higher level than many, many people. But then they be lacking spiritually and wondering why they just don't have this happiness and have this peace that surpasses all understanding. And I haven't dropped a video yet, but I have a video, speaking on the illusions. I mean, come on, there are many illusions that people get stuck behind, whether it's politics, sports, just your opinions, your views. People get stuck behind these things and hide behind these things so they can feel a part of something bigger. But at the end of the day, nothing is bigger than God. Nothing is bigger than the program, which is God. And God is not even a program. God is a living being. But do your research. You'll understand what I'm saying. Read the Bible. Open up the Bible and see what is God's word is living. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, basically this is what I'm trying to get at. I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. But at the end of the day, realize that you thinking that you could do it yourself. Self-sufficiency. Because think about it. You might come in contact with a person where that person may not do things to your highest standards. So you feel like, dang, man, get out the way. I can do it myself. That's not how you want to live. That's where you go wrong. And if you feel that way about people, I know you feel that way about God. Oh, get out the way. Give me the wheel. Give me the wheel. I'll take the wheel. I'm driving. You know, and that's where you go wrong. Because at the end of the day, you don't have the full view of your life. You don't know what will be great for you. You don't know what will be bad for you. You might think that in a short term thinking. You might think that right then in the present, right now. But at the end of the day, you don't know, and you might know where you want to be later on, but you don't know what it takes to get there. You don't know who you might need to meet. You don't know what you might have to go through. You don't know what you might have to learn. So never get stuck behind self-sufficiency and allowing yourself to have to experience that spiritual poverty, because it doesn't feel good, y'all. It doesn't feel good. And if I can just leave you with anything, is God is the ultimate source. God is source. Where you think your soul comes from, the source. So depend on God. Let God drive. Let God drive. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's your man, Gloriful Skip, and I appreciate y'all for even tuning into this video. I appreciate you for spending time with me, listening to the wise words that I had to say. Make sure you guys like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to be alerted when I drop another wise word for you guys. It's your man, Skip, and it's lit on this side. So come on, join. You know, until next time, we out.